Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, especially to all the ladies. We're now in our hands of our capable city clerk, Ms. Lisa Lambert.
This is the pre-meeting of the Mobile City Council, Tuesday, February 14th. We have approval of minutes from February the 7th.
Okay.
Appeals, we have requests for waive the noise ordinance on February 18th from 8 until 10 p.m. on Lanier Avenue,
That's fine.
February 9th through the 21st, from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on North Broad Street. February 18th through the 21st, from 10 a.m. until 9:50 on Government Street. Okay. Let's do a Mardi Gras weekend. February 10th from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. Okay. March the 18th from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. on Charleston Street. April 22nd from 6 p.m. until 11 p.m. On North Monterey Street. August the 26th from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. at Cooper Riverside Park. Don't we need to add your house on here? Yeah. Joe Kane Sunday. You will have amplified speakers.
I think there's going to be plenty of amplification nearby.
You probably got to exceed the decibel.
I think so too.
From 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
10.
10 a.m.
10.
Well, whatever.
Oh, no, I won't be there at 10
I
o'clock.
didn't know it was that bad.
Public hearings. Today is a public hearing to declare the structures at 1816 Tolman Avenue, 1342 Congress Street, 922 South Hamilton Street, and 7131 Second Street, public nuisances and ordering them demolished.
David, I got tripped up in this past week. Did you get a chance to look at Congress Street? Or did I look at it online? Is that one we can save, or is that one that's just totally gone?
Regretfully, it's burned in the back, and the rear does have substantial damage to the roof and the interior.
So we just can't take a piece off and save it?
I don't think so, not on this one. And the reason why I say that is the scorch and the burn comes up on the side wall as well. It came out through the roof components on the side. So it's, at this point, I don't think that the city could do a secure, knowing that it's burned on the inside.
Who's the owner?
Let's see, we can take a look real quick. Get my tax sheet. We've got our sheet here. Okay, the owner based on our title report is Michael East, and it's per a tax deed interest of back in 1992. So
So he wasn't the original owner?
no, that is correct. And that's the only information that we have on it.
Okay. So be it. Got to do something.
Presentation of petitions and other communications to the council. Visit Mobile regarding the history pillar. And Adam Lionberry wants to introduce his ministry, Redeeming Eden, to discuss the benefits for the citizens of Mobile. Thomas Mitchell, committee meeting, citizen engagement, social service spending, and abuse of power. Ryan McMillan, abuse of power and education for citizens who can be but not limited to elected officials. These are the two.
Yeah, do we know any particulars about the abuse of power comments?
No, it was very difficult just getting this much out of them. Bridget Good request a community park and comments about Heroes Park. Reggie Hill.
I'd like to go back to Heroes Park for a minute. Is Heroes Park located within the city of Mobile?
It's in District 4.
Yes.
But it's in that part of Theodore that's in the city limits? Okay, thank you.
Reggie Hill, formal request for settlement regarding transactional matters between the city and SFTF, Public Safety Committee meeting and Committee of the Whole meeting. CIP resolutions held over 21-149, authorized contract with Parton Smith for 2023 CIP citywide sidewalk repair and maintenance.
Course of council.
Yeah, just, when do you think, Nick, y'all will get started on this?
Well, as soon as y'all approve the contract, and we can issue the notice to proceed. Yeah, we're hopeful. The contractor actually indicated he'd have multiple crews. So once we do that, we'll be able to give y'all an idea of which district and where.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a lot of money in concrete to spend. So, he's going to have a couple of multiple crews. But as soon as we get a better idea, I'm happy to share it with y'all.
Yeah, as soon as you can, that would be great. I think all council members would like to share on newsletters, when these repairs will start so that, they'll know what's going on. And
Yeah, we keep Keisha very, very in tune with where they're going on all these projects. And again, it's sometimes another crew becomes available, they can start in another area. So, but I'll tell you, there's not 7 crews. So just
that
know
would be nice.
know that going into
Not
it.
7 crews?
But we'll get them as many as we can.
Okay, thanks.
Resolutions held over 01-106, authorize a project agreement between the city and Adams Street Property LLC.
Motion to lay over April 11th.
We,
But this is the one that,
right,
Yeah,
we
April
talked to,
11th.
but we talked to planning and, they said that we didn't have to lay this over, connected to the zoning.
I thought you wanted to do them all at one time. Is Jay not here today?
Yeah, he left.
That's fine, whatever you guys want to do, but I thought he told me he wanted them all on the same day.
Roll call.
So you're referencing 01-106?
yeah,
No, so you don't have to wait on the project agreement. The zoning will do everything, but I understand what you're doing. But we can do this now.
That's
Yeah.
fine. He just requested that. I'll do the same thing. I'm fine with it.
Makes sense. Thank you.
01-150, authorized agreement with Quality Inc. to electronically track local small and disadvantaged business participation with city contracts. 011,
Why are we paying somebody to do that?
come to the mic, please.
this is expanding what we're already doing, right?
I don't
And I think that's what she said last week.
So this particular one is not for the tracking of contracts. This is actually the website that we have that actually walks the businesses through setting up their businesses and giving the information that they would need in order to do business with the city of Mobile.
Okay.
But it does allow us to track where they are in the process and to help move them along in the process.
Isn't this expanding what you're already doing with this
Yes.
website? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought you said last week. Just want to be sure.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah. But you've had quite a week, so
Yeah.
you're allowed.
01151, authorized consulting service agreement with John Hogart, doing business as Utility Planning Network. 08152, approved purchase order to UJ Chevrolet Tahoe. 08153, approved purchase order to Celebrate for forensic software renewal. 08154, approved purchase order to Toter for garbage cart lids and wheels. 08155, approved purchase order to Joe Bullard Chevrolet for Chevrolet Tahoes.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr.
yeah, if we can go back to 08153, really like to know, is there any way that we can get some metrics on the return on that investment? I know we've got a couple of things working there, but I don't know what we look at to quantify the results that we're getting versus the money that we're paying there.
I guess, yes, but I'll probably need to talk to you offline on that. All right.
08156, approved purchase order to Tamron for Dodge Ram Crew Cab pickup truck. 08157, approved purchase order to Hamco Tree Service for removal of various trees and stumps. 08158, approved purchase order to CDW Government for Milestone X Protect video management software. 09159, transfer funds from general fund unassigned fund balance to capital improvement fund for improvements at 200 Government Street. 21160, authorized contract with Thompson Engineering for South McGregor Avenue widening. 21161, authorized contract with Engineered Cooling Services for chiller service and maintenance at various city locations. 21162, authorized contract with Geotechnical Engineering Testing for 2022 PAYGO resurfacing. 21163, authorized contract with Corporate Environmental Risk Management for engineering services for 2022 PAYGO resurfacing. 6164, approve the Equal Employment Opportunity Program for Wave Transit System. 6165, approve the Public Transportation Agency Safety Plan for the Wave Transit. 6166, authorize settlement agreement and release of claims. Ordinances being introduced, 09007, ordinance appealing Chapter 28, Article 6, the Mobile City Code, and dissolving the Blue Ribbon Affordable Housing and Neighborhood Revitalization Commission. 0908, 008, 009, and 010 are dissolving Citizens Advisory Committee on Contracting Opportunities for Small Business and Minority-Owned Firms, dissolving City of Mobile Citizens Budget and Finance Advisory Committee, and dissolving Public Transit Advisory Committee.
Question here.
Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Days.
When these are dissolved, is the clerk going to send a notice to anybody that may be on those boards or committees and let them know that these have been dissolved?
Yes.
Well, if any of them are current.
Yeah, I don't
If they're
think,
current,
Yeah.
I don't know
When we
who they
looked at
are.
it-
Yeah, I don't know that
yeah, when
any
we
are.
looked at them doing the
current,
Administrative
yeah.
Services Committee meeting,
Most of them.
a lot of them were inactive, out of date.
Mr. Day.
Just for those who aren't familiar with the genesis of these ordinances, there was an Administrative Services Committee meeting we had some time ago where we reviewed each of the committees, their commissions, committees that currently have city council appointments, and determined that these particular committees or commissions had not met in some time and probably were not necessary anymore. And so that's why they're on this agenda.
I thought it was a few more than this.
I went back through my notes and we had some question marks next to some, but these were the ones that we decided to terminate.
Yeah, and there may be others following, the consultant's review. But the only other thing I was going to say is that a lot of these that you're seeing, at least these, were started for specific reasons, specific issues. So we formed these committees or commissions to study. And after, so many years, there just was no need to continue them. And of course, the members fell out. Nobody was coming to the meetings anyway. So that's a big reason that we're going ahead with this and dissolving them.
Clerk.
Consent resolutions being introduced, 31167, authorize a grant application to the Alabama Department of Environmental Management funded by the Gulf of Mexico Energy Security Act for a Little Trap Fund Program, $210,000, no local match. 37168, 169, 170, 171, and 172 are recommending approval to the ABC Board for issuance of a retail beer, table wine, off-premises only license for Family Dollar on Moffett Road, for Family Dollar on North Broad Street, for Family Dollar on Dolphin Island Parkway, from Family Dollar on Azalea Road, and also on Cottage Hill Road.
I'm gonna ask for 37-170 layover for 1 week.
37-170.
Yeah, that's one on Dolphin Island Parkway.
just, I mean, it's the Family Dollar, man. You should-
No, no, the issue
I mean,
that-
you should,
yeah.
beer's only gonna cost
Ab-
$1.
No, seriously, on a serious issue, we have a lot of issue with Family Dollars and Dollar Generals around here. And when a lot of people have problems with, especially they sell alcohol, I like to talk to them and ask them to encourage them to make sure they keep their area, patrons, up and everything. So it might be something wise that.
So this is a independent store?
I'm
or
not
is
sure.
it franchise?
I gotta look into it more.
Got store.
Or at least
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I think it's the same,
It's the same.
but some locations I would think would probably have more problems than
Yeah, I
others.
got you. I'm with it.
40, 173, 174, 175, 176 are declaring these structures public nuisances and ordering them demolished. 58, 177, 58078 are declaring weeds noxious and assess cost for removal of weeds, 1640 and Group 58.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr.
just
Jones.
to question the administration, we're coming up to the end of February when we got the growing season. Do we have all our contracts in place for the start of the mowing season, for all the medians and stuff? Are we squared there?
Almost all the contracts are done. There's 2 other ones that we're just finalizing. There's going to be no issues right now.
Thanks, Mark.
60, 179, 180, 181 are approving award of special bonus to the Public Works at Large Employee of the Month, the Parks and Recreation Employee of the Month, and the Public Services Employee of the Month. 60, 182, 183, 184, 185, 186 are determining appropriations to Scarborough Model Middle School, Senior Citizen Services, Inc., doing business as VIA, Hope Boxing Academy, Victory Health Partner, Inc., the Village of Spring Hill, Inc., serve a public purpose and approving payment. And we're adding one, which is 37202, recommending approval to the ABC Board for issuance of a retail beer, table wine, off-premises only license to Doug's Quick Mart on Higgins Road. CIP resolutions being introduced, 21-187, authorized contract with S. Bailey for design services of combo field improvements at Figures and Trinity Gardens Parks, $49,885. Resolutions being introduced, 08-188, approved purchase orders for fuel for various city departments. 08-189, approved purchase order to Sun South for John Deere tractor and Alamo machete for Parks and Recreation Department, $194,400. 08-190, approved purchase order to University of South Alabama for spring 2023 EMT certification course for Mobile Fire and Rescue Department, $16,000. 08-191, approved purchase order to Carrier Corporation for cooling tower for the Civic Center, $118,636.07. 08-192, approved purchase order to Stivers Ford Lincoln for Ford Explorer, $36,866. 08-193, approved purchase order to Stivers Ford Lincoln for Ford F-150 pickup truck, $37,797.
Man, we bought a lot of cars.
08-194, approved purchase order to software vendor for annual forensic software renewal for Mobile Police Department Cyber Division, $42,000. 08-195, approved purchase order to software vendor for annual software renewal for forensic software for the Police Department Cyber Division, $50,595. 21-196, authorized contract with American Tennis Courts for pickleball and tennis court improvements at James Seals Junior Park, $86,244.
Mr. President,
Yeah, Mr. Hearn.
shouldn't 21-196 fall under CIP resolutions
Was
being
Was it
introduced?
the CIP?
Is that right? I don't understand. It's not necessarily this particular item, just in general. What items go under CIP resolutions and which items go under resolutions if it's a capital improvement project, like, so for instance? this one I think is a CIP item.
You mean personal stuff?
I've never heard of that.
I
No
mean,
district specific.
they normally mark them as CIP. If
CIP.
they don't mark them as CIP, then we don't put it under CIP.
So when are they marked CIP and when are they not marked CIP, I guess is the question.
This
I'm not
is the
getting into
department
that.
Question
head,
about that? Huh?
department head thing.
Well, I thought as a general rule, park improvements are paid for out of CIP.
Well, there's capital. 'cause it's-
Generally, yes, any project that's using, go ahead, capital funds.
If you recall, several years ago, the council requested that the CIP projects be isolated from projects were just resolution funded. So the CIP are the only ones that when it says CIP, it should just be the ones that are part of the CIP program. Sometimes it gets complicated if the funds gets mixed a little bit. I mean, I know the accounting folks don't like us to mix them, but when it's CIP and that CIP resolutions, it's typically just funded out of the CIP program, the 3 million per council district.
Well, then why,
Could,
why are
could,
these?
could be just a mistake. I mean, it could be, when those things come to the department heads, we oftentimes have to go in there and change them. So it could have just been an oversight where it didn't get caught. So if it is funded with CIP, all we would do is ask the clerk to change it in the next meeting to be moved over to CIP. It just does happen sometime with the way that Nova system works. When it comes to us, I think everything almost defaults to resolution. So when you're routing one, when you catch it like I get it, you've got to move it sometimes, to adjust it there. So
I want to make sure that Mr. Carroll knows that I'm just simply pointing out whether or not, if it's
Yeah,
in the right category,
I
that's all,
understand,
Mr. Carroll.
Ben, I understand.
Not who's paying for
Not
it.
who's paying
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
I
I just want to make sure we're conducting our business.
That we conduct our our business on a uniform and non-discriminatory
That's
basis.
exactly right.
Just keep rolling those stones, brother. Just keep rolling them.
25-197, grants permanent and temporary easements to the Mobile area water and sewer system for Slava Creek trunk sewer upgrades.
Mr. President, Nick, could I went and looked at the pictures and everything, but this is Nick still back there? This is down there at the end of Mohawk and Crenshaw and
this one, the resolutions for is a different project, but it's similar. It's one of those MAWS large upgrades to
I know,
their
but
sewer.
This work area is at Slava Creek part that's down there.
The
At the
two on
end.
today's agenda are Pine Hill and Mohawk.
Right,
So
right.
there are others to come, but for today, it's just the two of them.
And what are they doing?
A Slava trunk line repair and adding capacity.
So they have a trunk line that goes alongside the creek there on the, what was it, the north side?
I would say more so the north or east side,
Yeah,
depending on
yeah.
where it is.
Thank you.
40-198, authorize the sale of city-owned property located at 720 Museum Drive, not now needed for public or municipal purposes. 50-199, approved tax increment financing district 2. Call for public hearings. 41-200, call for public hearing to consider approval of a certificate of public convenience and necessity to 1065 LLC to operate a shuttle service scheduled February 28th. 41-201, call for public hearing to rezone property located at 1101, 1107 Old Shell Road from R1 and B2 to B2 scheduled March 14th. Announcements.
Mr. Davis?
Thank you, Mr. President. As I had mentioned the last two council meetings, we had a meeting a week ago on Tuesday night at 6:00 p.m. at ER Dixon to discuss the traffic management plans for a South McGregor reconstruction project. We ended up having about 200 people there. It was very well attended. There were a lot of questions, and I just wanted to commend all the members of the administration. I'm not going to call them out by name, but you know who you were, who attended that meeting and helped make it a success, because there was a lot of infrastructure that had to be produced behind that meeting. And we had members of our staff here in the city council office and the clerk's office, and also people that work for the mayor there. And thank you all very much because it was, like I say, there was 200 people there, and it's always a chance with that many people, things are going to get off the rails, and they didn't. It went very well. So thank you very much.
Any other council members? Anything from the administration? Not, we'll see each other at 10:30.
We just want to make sure.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to handle it now. You ain't got to worry.